1, 2, 3. Do you want someone who makes your voices heard, who understands and listens to your every word? Someone who can advocate for your community, someone who believes in equal opportunity.
Uncle Heshy, Uncle Heshy,
Vote for Flappish Girl and Uncle Heshy. They're the best candidates for you and me. Together they'll bring peace and prosperity to the whole digital Brooklyn. Just you wait and see. Let's go down to all those voting booths. Every vote counts, yes, it's up to you. And vote for Flappish Girl and Uncle Heshy, the greatest district leader for you.
Oh, wow.
Do you love that song, SD? I guess we're not going to play it again, but I liked it. I like it. It's for me. And you know I'm running for office.
Yes, I do.
District leader, everybody, of the 48th district, and I have a cute Groton joke. How are you, SD?
Yeah, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Just Enough Heshy Show.
Just Enough Heshy Show, and I want you to know we're on YouTube Live.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so you can call into the show tonight. We're going to have a couple of topics. You're welcome to call in, 718-303-9090. Or again, and you can click on our Facebook or YouTube link, Just Enough Heshy, and you can click on our link and get to the show live. Mm-hmm. So, Esty, it's you and me tonight. We're going to have a couple of arguments, you and me. I have one particular problem that I had with Esty in the car about some donor thing, but we'll fight that out a little bit on the air. In the meantime, Esty, talk to me about who's contributing to our show tonight.
Yes, we have.
Oh, by the way, everybody, yes, Heshy is taking donations for it. I have a Harold Tischler, Harold-Tischler.com website. I'm going to put it on my Facebook page soon, and you're going to be able to see the countdown. I have a countdown of when I'm going to be district leader.
Nice.
Not if I'm going to be.
When. Good. No. This year, you're getting it done.
I'm getting it done. And most importantly, you will be able to get donations in. But right now, we're not needing anything till I get my signatures. So everybody come out and sign my papers. If you see my guy sign the papers, and if you want to come help, we could use as much help as possible. I'm trying to get over the 5,000 mark, and I'm really going for the kill this time. I don't want no questions asked.
Go for the kill. If you're going to do it 100%.
You got it, my darling. Now you go ahead. Tell us what's going on, beautiful lady. Oh, by the way, we're going to Pescata tonight.
Oh, wow.
You and me, we're going out to dinner with my son, Avram Shlomi, and his wife.
Yeah, Belgian waffles.
And I'm going to have, what did you get for me?
Pasta with cream sauce and a Napoleon.
With tonight, Pescata, we're going to have to get advertising. Tonight, me and Esty are going to be at Pescata, and I'll even have my signatures. And Sunday, by the way, me and the Flappish Girl, we're going to have a free pizza giveaway with other foods on Kings Highway in East 4th. It's going to be all over my Facebook page and Twitter and WhatsApp, where you can come. It's going to be a couple of hours. Just come in. You'll get pizza. You get to meet me. You get to sign my signatures. Come by. Bring the kids. You'll have a great time.
Great.
Yeah.
So yes, we have Soft Fusion Inc. They're a software development company that can propel your business to new heights. With the right idea, software has the ability to automate and streamline areas of business that otherwise would have been handled manually. They create affordable and intuitive solving software problem customization and services. So yeah, they've been doing this for 15 years and they are wonderful. Call them at 718-215-9800 for your free consultation. We have Pescata Carne. They are a wonderful meat restaurant with unique approach to traditional steakhouse. They have exotic dishes like gnocchi and skirt steak, duck. They have amazing dishes. They're located at 509 Avenue P. Call and make a reservation at 347-702-5711. And then we have Pescata, New York, which we are going to tonight. If you want to say hi to the crew.
What crew? It's you and me tonight.
Yeah,
but
could be a crew.
Yeah. See, Z, you missed it again. You always complain we don't take you out. You didn't show up, so you missed it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Pescata, New York is located at 1776 Ocean Avenue. You can call and make a reservation by them at 718. Which we did, yes. And you can reach them at 718-766-2759. We have Orchidia. They have an amazing lunch buffet.
Did you try it yet?
No, I'm sorry, but I'm going in. And this summer, I'm going to go in. I'm just so excited because I know all their food is delicious. So anything put out is amazing, and it's only $25 per person, which is a crazy deal.
And they give you also drinks included in that.
Coffee and tea.
Right.
Yeah, and it's great.
No soda?
No, they might include soda
Might
also.
include soda. I
Yeah.
guess no hard liquor.
Well, I should hope before 3 you're not drinking hard liquor.
I know people that do. Go ahead. Yeah.
So they're located at let's see, 1548 12th Avenue.
No, I'm going to kill you.
1240
48.
4815 12th Avenue.
4850.
I almost got it right.
Wow. Please tell
I just
them.
know how to get there. Yeah, they're located on 12th Avenue between 48th and 49th. You can't miss them. It's the only store.
4815 12th Avenue.
At least you remember. So yeah, so that's Orchidia.
And
then,
pain.
So yes, I just want to tell you guys, I've just came up with an amazing new program, 10 sessions that will change your life. Basically, I tell you a concept, you live that concept for the week, see how it affects you. It'll change the way your brain works. And after 10 sessions of 10 different concepts, your life will be changed. The way you see the world, the way you interact, and you will feel more powerful than you ever have before. And notice how much is in your
I
control.
don't know. My daughter-in-law told me to go to therapy. I told her I don't believe in it. She says, "What do you mean?"
So right, I don't want to call this therapy because I was thinking recently that I'm not so into therapy because
you are into therapy.
Right. So I've always been into therapy, but there are some things I'm not into because therapy perpetuates. I keep talking about where I am and how I'm there, and the more you talk about where you are, the more you stay where you are. So I'm pro active change, not just sitting there and just venting because a lot happens is, hi, I'm here. I'm going to keep being here. Oh, poor me, I'm here. And it just keeps going and going and going. So what I want is that people should not be focusing on what's always been and where you are and talking about it. It's active change and tools and tips on how to have a better life.
What do we do? How do we reach you?
So yes, you can reach me at changepain@gmail.com. My office is located on 15th between
54th Street.
Between 15 and 16.
Wow, you are lost today.
No, my brain's just a little spacey.
Okay.
So yeah, or you can contact me and set up an appointment at 347-687-9995. And I really want to help you improve your life and start feeling powerful.
We also have Chamula Jewelers. They're located at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980. 718-336-1980. You can call them, make an appointment, come in, meet them, or find out where they are. 944 Kings Highway, Chamula Jewelers. They're a family-owned business for over 40 years. They specialize in diamond engagement rings, eternity bands, and diamond jewelry. Or you can bring in your old jewelry to redesign and freshen up for a new look. Chamula Jewelers. They've got the sparkle for you. Visit them today again at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980. By the way, you can also go to teestyles.com. That is Tehila Tishler. She does wigs. She passed her test. She's a professional now. She had a temporary license, a real license. She took other tests. You should go to styles.com, teestyles.com, or you can type in send her an email, or I would recommend you call her at 718-675-6842, 718-675-6842 for the wig, special events, makeup. Find out what she does. She has a beautiful website telling you everything about it. Tehila Tishler at teestyles.com, ttstyles.com, 718-675-6842. And I figured out why she has her name as TT Styles.
Why?
Tehila Tishler.
Ah.
I never figured that out before.
It's a little late on the intake.
I know, I got that. And of course, we have Green Line Building Solutions. We help you with plans and permits and stop work orders and vacate orders. Like this morning, I helped somebody get back into his house and vacate. That was vacated from the building. A couple people I unvacated, met the inspector, showed compliance. They were very pleased how we got them compliance. Very pleasurable. Thursday last week, I got somebody else into the house who was thrown out on a stop work order, middle of construction, almost finished and vacated. Set up the things, did everything like in 2 weeks. That was a miracle what I did. Usually it takes about 2 months.
I believe if you can carry out miracles, yes.
And I'm going to tell you what I did yesterday, my miracle.
Okay.
We help with stop work orders, vacate order inspections. We help code compliance. We go to court for ECB violations. We help you with corrections. We help with C of Os. We help owners to show them how to get to compliance on their violations. We do expediting for DOB, FDNY, and DEP. We do settlements for the Department of Finance. And we specialize in evictions as well. We can help you get your gas turned on. Like today, I had somebody who drilled a hole in his floor and the pipe, and there was a gas. They shut off the gas. I filed him a permit. I showed him how to do it. And by the end of the week, I hopefully get gas. Thank God it's not the winter. He'd be in big trouble. Green Line Building Solutions, located at 5318 16th Avenue in Borough Park, Brooklyn. 5318 16th Avenue on the corner of 54th Street and 16th Avenue. And you can go for private appointments. Even tonight, till before the show, I was in the office till 7 o'clock with a couple
Wow.
of private appointments. Yeah. We're there late many nights. 718-871-0382. 718-871-0382. Again, the corner of 54th and 16th, 5318 16th Avenue. Now I'm going to give you a little quote, and it's all about, yes, about me this week.
Go for it.
The quote of the day is a very simple one. Someone who hates one group will end up hating everybody. And ultimately, this is for you, SD, hating himself or herself.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that what you
Yes,
always preach
anything
to
you
me?
hate just keeps getting back at you. If you hate, the energy gets pulled on you, and
Well, we're
That's-
going to talk about hate. Now, here's my little joke of the day. This joke is for my competitor, Mr. Schwartz. I want you to listen to it, David, because it's really not about you, but it's really about you. I was running a warehouse for my brother Shire in the late 1990s. As I was the foreman. And I walked up one of the workers one day and I caught him napping. And I screamed, "Hey, Nate, why aren't you working?" He says, "Because I didn't see you coming, Heshy." So, David Schwartz, for the last 2 years, you've been the district leader. You've been napping. I caught you. I caught you. I'm coming. I'm here. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm here to get rid of you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to make a change. It's upgrade to Heshy.
Upgrade, not bad. Just like
Right.
upgrade.
Right. I mean, I don't want to knock my competitor. Don't get me wrong.
I'm
I
sure
know
he did his job as best he could with what he
What do
could,
you
you
mean you're
know?
talking about? You can't just tell people and promise to help them and be head of their organization.
I don't know what he
When I
promised.
promise to help somebody and I sit down, I try. If I fail, I'll navigate. I'll send them somewhere. Just pointing that, I'll teach you. But just pointing somebody or promising or taking money or not taking money, whatever it is.
I think you're
giving
going to be
people's
great in
hopes up.
office because most people think, oh, I'm a district leader. I only have to do so much. You want to be in politics because you want to make
I
a
want to
bigger
make
difference.
a difference.
So that even though your job is limited, you're going to expand your job so that people can ask for help in so many different ways, not just in what's your job. You're going to go above and beyond.
Exactly. And when you
Yes.
come to my office, not only will I be able to use some of my political connections, I'll be
Mhm.
able to use my office that I work in now that I help people on a
Mhm.
regular basis, and maybe I can push it further on down the line. Besides that, SD,
What do we start with?
we're going to start with a lot, but I just want to talk again about local politics.
Okay.
The position that I'm running for
Mhm.
of district leader helps get signatures, helps get people elected, helps direct you. But again, I get to meet the higher politicians when some of these guys don't call you back. I mean, really, I called this guy Frank Sedio this week. And I said, "Hi, my name is Hal Tischler. I'm one of the constituents. You're a big guy." He's a lawyer too, by the way.
Mhm.
Okay. And he represents people on the side. And I said, "Can you call me back?" "Oh, he's very busy." I said, "What do you mean he's very busy? Why can he call me back?" But he's not too busy to help Mr. Schwartz get his signatures for free. He's not busy helping Mr.
When people say they're busy, it means that they're prioritizing you as not as important.
It means he won't call me back. Now, if you call Dov Heiken's office for many times, again, it doesn't call you back. There's a lot of times these politicians don't call you back. I call people back. And I want to tell you what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Not only was I yesterday I had to go to a funeral for somebody, for a friend's mother.
Okay.
And I went to be Menachem over. That means where they were sitting Shiva, and I'm going to go back tonight later.
Mhm.
Yesterday, I also went to visit people in the jail that I keep going to promise. I go every couple of
Yeah?
weeks.
Wow.
Yes. I went to visit 3 people there. I have it on my list to go every 2-3 weeks, a month. Depends whenever they let me in.
That's nice.
And then from there, I ran from upstate all the way back to New York to the bike registration thing that I made a commitment
How do you do it?
to show up. Well, I'm not finished. If you
Wow.
thought my day was over, I hung out there.
Wow.
And I
Okay.
saw the showroom, which is, I know people don't like them. They like them. I saw these guys in the hot burning sun, setting up for 2-3 hours, putting together this whole humongous event. And they gave away ice cream and ices,
Why
chocolates,
didn't I hear about
waters.
it?
It was because your 2 politicians just put an ad in for themselves as they're sponsoring it.
Oh.
But really, it was the showroom that did it,
Oh.
and they didn't. It wasn't. But the bike registration was there. A lot of people came. A lot of kids came. A lot of politicians came. But again, they came to register the bikes. Very cool with the numbers on it.
Wait, register bikes?
You put your number on in case it gets stolen. You're able to, if somebody finds you, you're able to track it down, or they can't sell it. You
Wait,
can
is
go
that
to
like
the
a
store.
license plate?
not a license plate. It's a little number they I don't know, weld in, smack in, screw
Oh, I
in.
didn't know. I would have brought
Yeah.
my bike. I've
Yeah.
had 2 bikes stolen
Oh,
already.
so that's what you're supposed to do. There was a lot of kids doing it, a lot of
Oh, wow.
and then they had a couple of cute little they had a couple of cute little they had a couple of cute little rides over there for the little kids, for the parents to take them around. Very, very nice. So I
Wow.
was very impressed with that whole event. And then they had to take it all apart. And these boys stood there. So, you know, I told people, you know, the Sherman saved Borough Park, or they helped Borough Park many years ago. Now they're community activists. They're helping also increase and keep the neighborhood. Well, we have a lot of organizations that do this. And I like them all and I love them all.
I'm very happy for the creation of organizations, which means when like government doesn't do it, the people can come in and make a change.
Well, anybody wants to call into the show, 718-303-9090, and we're ready to take calls right now, 718-303-9090. But Esty, we are going to talk about something else besides that. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, after the bike show,
Yeah.
I had to run back to Jersey for a Sheva Brachas for my niece.
Wow.
After I finished that, I forgot my cousin had one. I zoomed
Oh,
back
my
to New York,
gosh.
and at about 10:30, I made it, and they gave me a bracha. It was so hot, I was tired. I messed up a little bit. They were all making fun. I told them not to send me the video. I sent it out just to show people that I'm human too.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when people perpetuate that they're more than human, that's
And then
that's
when
always
I got
leads to
home,
whatever.
I had a whole bunch of phone calls to call back and a bunch of stuff like that.
Wow,
Let's
getting
take a
stuff
call,
done.
Esty, just for to make everybody happy.
Yeah. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy and Esty.
Hey, Uncle Heshy, we're very proud of you.
Oh, thank
Nephew and me.
Who's the we? Hello?
His nephew and his niece.
Oh, wow. I
Wow.
love you. Is that my... Hello, babies. How are you? Are you proud of me? Do you think I'm going to win this time?
So tomorrow is Mary's birthday. You have to wish her happy birthday.
I wish my niece Mary, one of my 100 nephews and nieces, Esty, Mary, happy birthday, Mary. And by the way, my beautiful niece, Leah, I can't wait for you to get married so I can come to your Sheva Brachas and speak and dance. If you noticed from my funny videos, I know how to dance at weddings. People make fun of me, but that's how I dance.
That doesn't matter how you dance. Dancing is about showing your spirit. Doesn't matter what the moves are. As long as you're feeling it, it's for you. It's for nobody else.
But Leah, I want to ask you a question. Leah?
Rachel.
Rachel. Oh, I thought it was Leah. Rachel, I want you to get married too.
Is she old enough?
She's old enough. She just graduated college with a bachelor's.
Oh.
Rachel, what are you going on to do?
Speech language pathology.
And this is a religious Hasidic girl who's doing speech pathology and intelligent. You see, young boys and girls today, there's no reason for you not to finish yeshiva, get your GED, get your college degree, get a good job. And Rachel, I'm proud of you. And you put in your time. And you are. And Rachel, are you religious, by the way?
Of course.
And you don't have to laugh. I'm asking you a question. And has college interfered with your religious upbringing or beliefs in any possible way? Has it deterred you from following in the proper righteous path of your family?
Well, I went to a Jewish one, so it didn't.
But it makes no difference. You still did college stuff. You still had to learn English stuff, and you did have to intertwine with even non-Jewish people. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So I'm at least the Tishla, your Uncle Heshy, who leads this family, is very proud of you, and I'm very proud of you, Moshe. I'm very proud of Mary. Happy birthday, and you're all wonderful people. And congratulations on your graduation this year, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you.
I see. You're always the winner.
I love you, Moshe.
Amen.
Just for that, you get an extra $100 in your paycheck. Bye, Moshe.
Take care.
Isn't that cute, my nephew?
Yeah.
I love
But
that.
I wanted to talk about, like, I heard that Yafed, they lost. You know Yafed, what this organization is?
I know what Yafed, yes, but I thought they're winning. They're getting into our schools.
Apparently they voted on it, and apparently they're not pro going into schools and having inspectors make sure that they're teaching a specific curriculum. You see, what I don't understand is why didn't the schools just agree to add more curriculum and then they wouldn't need inspectors? Why couldn't they even meet him halfway? What happened? He's a kid that went to school and he didn't get education and he feels deprived and he wants to make sure that nobody ever goes through what he went through. Why couldn't the yeshivas just give in a little bit and say, hey, we're going to teach a little bit more secular education instead of having the government come in and push what they want to teach and a bunch of stuff, let's say, like Sex Ed, they don't want in the yeshivas, which is completely understandable.
But that's what Mosta wanted. He says, I do want to.
No, that was not important. He wanted math, science, maybe some gym, something else besides just Hebrew studies the entire day.
No, we do have, besides Hebrew studies, we do have math.
The question
science,
is,
English.
someone coming out
He
of a
wants-
really from
he wa-
yeshiva, can they go to college, or are
Sure. Look at my beautiful niece who went
but
to.
they didn't go to a very religious yeshiva. It
They
wasn't.
did. She went to Beis Yaakov.
Beis Yaakov is not very. I mean, some, not women. Women, by the way, get a full education. It's the men, for some reason, that so much of the curriculum just doesn't get put in.
That's
Which
not,
is
matter of fact, I was talking to one of our mayor's liaisons. His name is Penny Ringle.
Mhm.
Okay, see the boy. Matter of fact, he finished college.
But he had to work twice as hard because he did not get the
I don't
education
know,
growing
but
up.
He seemed to be intelligent, and he's the mayor's liaison. And there's many more like that that have done from Hasidic yeshivas. If you want to do it, even if you
They
want,
had to get a GED because their high school thing was not adequate.
Look at our district leader, David Schwartz. I don't even know if he has a GED. I'll be honest, for sure, I know he has no college, but a GED.
Believe me,
and
he
this,
went to
and
yeshiva.
this
I just
guy-
don't think it's
And this
adequate.
guy's district leader, and here's the best part of it: he's not even educated, and he's in politics. Now you're going to say, "Oh,
Not all
maybe that-
politics need to be educated.
now you do. Now you do. I'm sorry to
today's
say,
day,
you do. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to be educated. You have to know how to write. You have to know how to speak. I would like a debate with David Schwartz, but I'm going to make fun of him. The guy is uneducated, unintelligent. I'm not knocking my competitor.
The truth is, for
but I
district
know that
leader,
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't
co-
need to know so
he
much.
does have to know. You have to know politics. You have to know
To do as much as you want to do, yes, but to
Not
do
when
what the basic from a district
So
leader
you're
doesn't need to
telling
know
me,
so much.
You're telling me I could take a guy out of a mental institution since he doesn't know much, and all he has to do is sit there and be district leader, or is that?
No,
Or
there's a difference
how
between
about
mental
somebody-
institution and
Okay, how about somebody who cleans toilet bowls? Since you don't have to know much, according to me,
no. So
David Schwartz and her, who clean the toilet bowls together, don't have to know anything, so they can become district leader. No, it doesn't work like that. Today, to be in politics, you have to be educated. You have to finish school, somewhat schooling, your GED. You have to go.
You
I'm not asking
you don't
to have
know
a law
what
license.
you don't know what he finished or what
I
he
know
did.
at 23
My point
years old
is
that he
if-
didn't finish nothing.
What do you
And
mean? You have to finish high school.
I
don't
know.
think you can run
I
without
believe,
it.
I believe not.
Well,
I
before
believe
you
not.
get proof, you can't
I'm
say
telling
anything.
you not. Show me your GD. He doesn't even want to show me his taxes.
Why would he show you his taxes?
Because I want to know how he paid his taxes.
Wait, what?
I want to know. I want to know what he's done for the last 5 years. I want to know if he even paid his taxes. I want to know what money he took on this. I want to know. Just like Trump was asked that question.
Yeah, but this
I'm
is a
asking
small-time
Hillary-
politician.
I
It's
don't
not.
care. Small time, big time. Are you corrupt or you're not corrupt? Are you taking money on the side?
Okay, so by
Why
the
is
way,
Frank Zeddio helping you and not me? Why is he helping this guy, which is illegal? I know he's a Democratic thing, but why is he being helped and I'm not being helped? Why is he getting free thing and he's not even going to report this free help? These guys on the street are working for somebody else and he doesn't have to claim it. So again, he's skirting the issue. He's conning the system. He's cheating the system,
I don't
and it's
know.
unacceptable. And you people out there, and here is what I'm screaming at my constituents and friends. I don't care about the Moises. I love the Moises, really. These guys do some good babysitting. They do help their community. It's very important to have it. But you guys are taking these guys, allowing them into our lives, and then when nothing gets done, the people get nothing accomplished, and we
Before you
sit there 2
continue
years and 4 years. I'm
your
very
whole
upset.
hate speech.
I'm very upset.
So someone made a comment like, "Don't hate on the yeshiva system."
I'm not hating on these yeshivas.
No, they're talking about me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not hating on the yeshiva system, but I do think no matter how religious your school is, you cannot have 12 hours of Hebrew studies and 2 hours of English
No, we don't
study.
have 12 hours. We start at 7. We do prayers. If you don't go to school, you do prayers anywhere else.
So
And
no, that's
even
not the thing. The point
so the
is,
school starts at 9
Hebrew
o'clock,
studies are
Esther.
important, but they
No,
need to know basic science, math, maybe sociology. The more English education they have, the better jobs they can get
The
in the
Hebrew studies
future.
go
And I
f-
think it is good
but-
for them to do it. And I'm not hating on them. I just think that they should, whatever the girls are learning, the boys should be learning. It is not fair that boys only learn Hebrew stuff
No,
because
they don't.
I think the
they
Hebrew
go-
stuff is
yeah,
good for moral character, but for practical use in the real
but you're
world.
wrong, Esty. The yeshiva system does have English starting at 2 or 3 o'clock to like 4:30, 5:30,
They only have
6
2
o'clock.
hours of
2.5
English.
hours and sometimes 3, and then they give homework. Come on, you got to stop.
Why
that.
do the girls know more than the boys? I'm sorry, but
That's
I want
not
to be
true.
with
I know-
someone who's more educated than me, not less. Why should the women know more than the men? That's crazy.
I don't believe the girls know more than the boys.
What do you mean? In school, we had sociology, we had English, we had math, we had science, we
I
had
had the same
sociology.
thing in my yeshivas.
Well, you didn't go. I'm talking about the really Hasidic. I'm saying is that there should be a basic, and
So you agreeing with Yafet?
I'm okay. So I'm not. So the problem is, yes, I am pro yeshivas, really religious yeshivas knowing more, but I don't want the government to go in and force a specific curriculum because
So
that
the
would ruin
yeshivas
things.
should create maybe an association, and then they themselves govern under this. But then again, it's like you're making yourself a commissioner, so this guy then becomes your boss.
No, every
itself.
yeshiva for themselves should be like, hey, are the students coming out of here able to get regular jobs in stores? Are they able to know about current events and just be able to live
But
in the world?
yeshivas are saying yes.
But it's not okay. You know what? I remember speaking to a guy and he said that he could not read English signs I mean, I think it's better now. He said until he was 29, he had to hire a private English teacher. When he would look at signs, he would have no idea where to go.
But you have that
And
in-
when the
you have-
texting came out that you can talk in text,
Yeah.
it was so easy for him because until then he could not text anyone because he didn't know how to
But
write.
you have public schools kids coming out the same way.
But that's a personal choice that the child isn't learning or they're not monitoring the kids to make sure that they're learning enough. But here, if they're not getting even you have to be able to get the information. Whether you want to learn it or not, it's a personal thing. But the yeshivas have to give it at least. And so I'm pro what Yafet's trying to do. I'm not pro maybe how much they're pushing.
How much, right.
But you notice he would not be going to the government if the yeshivas themselves.
I believe he would still go to the government.
No, if the yeshivas.
A rat is a rat is a
no,
rat.
that's not true. He first went to the yeshivas and they didn't want to listen to him. And because of that, that's why he went to the government because he didn't know what else to do and he didn't want to see kids end up like him, having to work twice as hard to just get into college if they want to. I want to know that if you come from a Satmar school, you can still go to college and you're not like behind 10 grades. So
wow.
Yeah.
You are tough.
I think education is the key to freeing everyone.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
So yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Even though this guy David Schwartz thinks because he's younger than me and I'm older, which I'm more wiser and more educated. Oh yeah, you didn't let me finish. I want to debate with David Schwartz. The only problem is why I don't want to debate with David Schwartz is very simple. He's going to lose.
No.
I'm going to
You know what
embarrass
someone
him.
just wrote? He wrote, I met David Schwartz multiple times. He's a bright guy who speaks English perfectly and is involved with political races across New York State. And Heshy doesn't know what he's talking about.
You see? Now
No, he said that he met David Schwartz and he is educated. You can't say until you speak to him what he is or isn't.
People know how to talk. I'm telling you now that I've spoken to David Schwartz.
You have?
I don't think many times.
And what, he sounds like he doesn't speak English? Or?
He sounds he speaks English. He's an American kid.
I think he's doing okay, but you just feel you can do better.
If I sit down with him, I bet you I can outmaneuver him, run circles around him,
Maybe.
and then he starts stuttering. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to do that to him.
So right, you shouldn't, but then
I won't.
But then don't say like.
You see, this person who texted you that said they spoke to David Schwartz. Okay, now you reply to me. What has this David Schwartz and all these political cases helped? Now you understand David Schwartz was running he was head of an organization of contractors that they opened up some New York State contractors, and he ran it or took money from it and did nothing. He also, I heard, spoke to a lot of the leasing guys. I just found out about this over the weekend. They were starting to regulate our city, our assembly, our city, trying to change regulations to throw out all leasing brokers. Again, they went to David Schwartz. David Schwartz came back with zero.
I don't know what he had the power to do.
Well, it doesn't make a difference. But you sit down there, if you recommend, you introduce them, you stick to your job. I have so many things that I have problems with.
People are good at different things.
It's at the point. He's a politician, so get out. If you take on, you know what I was screaming about my family the other day? If you take on a commitment of a family, you take on a job, or you take on, like my sister-in-law the other day was telling me, oh, Yaakov doesn't have to go to work today. He works so hard. He doesn't. What do you mean? You have a commitment. You have a promise that you're going to volunteer in the hospital. You're going to show up. What do you mean you're taking off and going to the beach today or tomorrow? I wish I can go to the beach every day. I wish I could take off tomorrow morning. It doesn't work like that. Life doesn't stop because you want it to or you're too tired of it. If you can't do something, if you can't be a plumber, don't be a plumber. Go be a contractor. If you can't be a contractor, be a driver of a car. But don't take on a plumbing job and never finish it and just leave it there. And I've seen that many, many times. And this is what I see Schwartz. Yeah, he's this, he'll take the calls. It's a very serious job being a politician.
I'm sure he's doing the best he can.
But that's not an answer for me.
No, you feel you can do better, but
not that I can't do that. I will do better.
Okay.
I will care more. I don't believe he cares about anything.
I think he cares as much as he can.
Again, that's not an answer to me.
Okay, fair enough.
So you're telling me I'm going to my doctor. Doctor, look, my foot hurts me.
Did you hear about the doctor that's going around, the one that's been molesting people? You didn't hear about that?
Another one?
No, there's a specific, no, maybe it's the same one. There's a specific doctor that people come to him, women, and like he touches them inappropriately and people don't know to stand up for themselves. And
did he get in trouble?
Not yet. It's starting to go around. So I think he's going to start getting in trouble. But till then, apparently someone went in for iron shots and he gave him something else and she doesn't remember what happened. And
oh, wow.
Yeah. And I guess this guy thinks he's untouchable for some reason.
I printed something out.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is about sexual abuse. It's all about that. And it's about awareness. Do you know that approximately 30% of sexual abuse cases are only reported to the authorities? 30%?
Wow. Yeah, people are afraid.
9.3% of maltreatment of children in 2012 were classified as sexual abuse. 62,939 cases of child sexual abuse were reported in 2012. 62,000! Not one, not 12.
And think about all the ones that aren't being reported.
Here's where I really get upset.
Yeah.
According to the Bureau of National Statistics, Justice statistics, national criminal victimization, and this goes in our community. There were 346,832,000 rapes and sexual assaults of persons 12 years or older. I don't even want to tell you what the number is above, lower.
Oh God.
12% of rapes and sexual assaults involve a weapon. Again, guns. I
wow.
know what you're going to scream at me. Oh, Heshy, here we go again back about guns and weapons.
They're not talking about legal guns. They're talking about illegal
I
ones.
I got you. 25% of female victims of rape and sexual assault were victimized by strangers. So, I mean, 75% were not.
Wow.
According to the Have Sexual Abuse, Physical Abuse, they said that it has declined. An article released by the Crimes Against the Children Center in 2012. There was 56% decline in physical abuse and 62% since 1992 2010. Despite some skepticism, which means there's no decline in sexual abuse for children. About 20 million out of 112 million women in the United States have been raped during their lifetime. Let me repeat that now, ladies and gentlemen. 20 million. This goes across the board and every religion, every race.
Wow.
About 20 million out of 112 million in the United States have been raped during their only 16% of all rapes were reported.
Oh God.
In 2006 alone, 300,000 college women were raped. Among college women, 12% of rapes were reported.
Come on, we've got to be getting better. There's so much awareness.
Hey, what awareness? What awareness? There's no money for awareness.
What do you mean? The Me Too movement is all about awareness.
What Me Too movement? You're a joke. The Me Too movement is a joke.
A couple
of people
everywhere.
get up and say, "Oh, he touched me. He messed with me." You know, today I was reading in the newspaper. You know how all these movie stars and directors are being accused of being raping all these women and accusing them. Today, a lady gets on the internet and says, "I tried to get Leonardo DiCaprio to sleep with me." Now, she tried to trick him and do it. He ended up not doing it. Now, if he would have done it, I promise you she would have accused him of something.
It's very possible.
So explain this to me.
I mean, the few bad
don't. The Me Too movement is a joke from beginning to end. But yes, these numbers that I just read to you, something is wrong that we're not aware. We're not aware of drugs. We're not. We have no youth centers, no drug centers. Money's being distributed. Money's not being watched. Yes, Mr. David Schwartz.
Let's talk about the good stuff.
What good stuff? I'm not happy. The only good stuff is
what about that Google came out with an earpiece that any language that speaks to you, it translates into English. That's a good thing. Yes, that exists now.
Really?
So if you want to overhear any conversation they don't speak the right language, there's just a piece in your ear.
I could talk to a Chinese client of mine that comes over to me, starts talking in Chinese, and boom, it translates it to me in English.
Yep.
How do I talk back to them? I give them a piece.
Yep. Isn't that great?
I don't believe that.
Hello, no, it's a real thing. The future.
Really? Are you telling me a joke?
Hello, no, my friend showed it to me. I also didn't believe it.
Because the Flappers Girl tricked me with that stupid eternity band. Esty, let's do our commercials one more time and go on. Everybody can call into the show 718-303-9090 and argue with me and Esty about these
random topics.
And of course, I want you to vote for me. And don't forget the pizza party on Sunday on Avenue on Kings Highway in East Fort.
Okay, yeah, you have to remind me about that. I'm
going to put it on the YouTube.
Okay,
and
awesome.
Tonight we're going to Pescata.
Okay,
tip is on you know that.
Fine.
I'll tip. I have more money. Go ahead, Esty.
Hey, you don't know how much now.
I'm joking with you. Either way, I love you. It's okay. So, I want a tip.
Okay. So yeah. Oh, I want to talk about tipping also. That's a whole other thing.
I have a rule on tipping, but I'll tell you about that.
So
Neil wasn't with Neil when he was alive. Always used to scream at me about tipping.
Really?
Because I had a rule: $20 for the meal. You know, how much are you serving me at? Half an hour, an hour? You're right if I'm there for a long time. But if I'm coming there with 3-4 people, I'm sitting there for less than an hour, I'm not paying you more than $20 an hour.
Well, no, my problem is why is it our job to tip? Okay. When the restaurant hires people to work there, you know, when you go to Old Navy, you don't say like, oh, do you tip the cashier? Does he get paid? It's like, no, he's a cashier. The store is supposed to pay him. The problem is that we've come into a society where now restaurants, they expect you to tip their workers. Excuse me, you pay your workers enough and you charge me more for my meal instead of telling me I have to give extra to pay your workers. Then it is not our job to pay workers. The problem is our system's already corrupt. So now the waiters get paid less and it's the customer's job to pay them. Excuse me?
If I hire a waiter to work for me, if I go to a restaurant, sit down, like sometimes I go into a restaurant and I pick up to go. Of course, I'm not going to tip the waiter, but if I'm sitting down, I know the waiter's serving me.
No, I'm saying is the concept of tips is bad. Why is
the concept of tips is that you're telling me that I have to pay a percentage of my meal. It's
right?
not fair.
That's the wrong thing is that a restaurant should pay his workers. It is not the customer's job when I go in to buy a dress to pay the sales lady who helped me. That's part of buying the dress. The same way,
you give
part
a tip.
of buying the food.
I give a tip to
the sales lady when you're buying a shirt.
Not a sales lady.
It's only with food that tips are expected. Every other job, the company that hires the workers pays them.
I give a plumber a tip. I got a tip the other day from one of my clients because I stayed late and I was working for him and I got a whole bunch of stuff done for him. And I promise you, I was sitting there and he takes out money and I saw him take out a $20 bill. I was embarrassed. He actually handed me $100 tip.
Wow.
Yeah, and
so you see, that's the point of a tip. The fact that in restaurants you can't not tip or you're considered stingy. No, the restaurant should pay their workers. If I really love the meal, then I can tip them. But they can't say, "Oh, hey, I'm going to pay you less money because the customer's supposed to tip you."
You can't do that. One guy yes, one guy no. There has to be a system.
No, there isn't. The whole point is that what's a tip? It's an extra bit of money. It's not I'm paying your salary. It's this is your salary because you're doing such a good job. I want you to have money. The fact that when you pay a waiter, it gets split between all the waiters. No, you're paying because this guy was nice to you.
If you go buy lunch in a hot dog stand, you're paying $4 or $5 per hot dog.
You don't end up tipping the guy.
Wait a minute. Stop. I'm talking about the meal. Now you're going for the same kind of a lunch to a fancy restaurant, which costs you $300. Why does it cost you more money? Because it's a better meal. Same thing with tipping. Tipping is you're sitting down, you can have self-service, or you can go to a garbage little diner where somebody throws something at you, or you go to a nice restaurant where they take care of you, they service you, he comes back, asks questions, he brings water, he washes down the table, he gives you forks, he's jumping all over you. That's what the tip is.
I'm just saying a tip is extra. It's not mandatory. The fact that it's become mandatory has made the entire thing worthless.
But my problem is not the mandatory part. My problem is that you're telling me what my percentage of the tip is.
Right. See, why? Because they're expecting you to pay their workers. No, you pay your workers. If I want to tip them, that's on me.
But I feel that I don't pay somebody $10 an hour. I pay minimum $12, $15.
That's what it is. Waiters should get
$15 an hour.
Waiters should get $12 an hour. And if people like their service, then they get tipped.
I don't mind them getting extra money. But if you're going to sit with me and take care of me, my tip is usually around $20 per meal.
I'm just saying they pay these waiters $4 an hour and then they get tips, which means that it's the customer's job to pay the waiter. And it's not. It's an extra bonus.
I went to a meal with friends, which was like about $500. And our tip was like about, I don't know, I think $100. A tip of $100 for you to sit there for an hour to serve us a meal. 1 hour.
Right.
That's great. I wish I made $100 an hour.
It's a messed up system. It's by the way, it's split between all the waiters. It's a messed up system.
It's not split between all the waiters. Not all the time. Not all the time.
Okay. It's not supposed to be that I'm paying for your workers. You pay your workers. If I want to give them something extra, that's my discretion. You don't have a right to demand it of me. That's where the system got messed up.
Anyways, come to Pescata Tea. Tell everybody.
Pescata, New York is a dairy restaurant we will be at tonight. You can come say hi, but you don't have to. Maybe you shouldn't. They're located at 1776 Ocean Avenue. They have amazing food. We've had it before. We're going to have it tonight. It's very exciting. Mention the Just Enough Heshy to get off 15%.
15% by lunch, a lunch special.
The lunch special, okay. And then they have Pescata Carne. If you don't like dairy, they have a meat restaurant located at 509 Avenue P. They have duck and gnocchi and skirt steak, and they are amazing.
By the way, the one on Avenue M, they have a beautiful event in the back area where you can have parties and
also shave breakfast or other stuff,
or little dinner parties or birthday parties. Even though you can have little birthday parties all over, like all restaurants, but there you can have 30, 40, 50 people. Yeah, very nice.
So we have Soft Fusion Inc. They're a software development company that can help your business run better online. You can call them for a free consultation at 718-215-9800. We have Orchidia that have a lunch special every day from 12 to 3, including coffee and tea and maybe some sodas. I'll have to re-ask them.
Yeah.
And the amazing buffet, delicious food. Nobody's ever regrets eating there.
No, I love Orchidia.
Yeah. And of course, we have Change Pain. Guys, I'm very excited. I've just discovered a new system that is going to change people's lives. 10 sessions is all I ask of you to change your life.
I will guarantee it.
Yeah, there is no way that
guarantee me.
There is no way that if you follow the steps, not if you say I'm gonna do it and then not do it. If you say, Essie, I want to change, and I say do this, and you do the homework every week, I give you homework to do.
What kind of change? Any change? I quit smoking today, 29 days.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
It's not any kind of change. I will give you homework, and if you follow the homework and do the work after 10 days, whenever a situation.
What change are you talking about?
I'm talking about that when a situation arises, you will know how.
Give me an example. Smoking, is that an issue I can come to you for? You're talking mental issues.
Not mental
It's something
issues.
that bothers me.
No. It's knowing how to deal with the people around you, knowing how to deal with conflict in your lives. Whenever a problem comes up, you'll be like, wait, I need to think this and do this and then figure it out. Instead of being like, what should I do and who should I talk to and being in a crisis and anxiety, I want to get rid of anxiety by saying, oh, I'm feeling anxious. Okay, I need to think this, I need to do this, and now I'm better. Where people will not need to go to therapy for the rest of their life. 10 sessions where you'll be able to help yourself in every situation.
Give me a number to call.
Oh, right. You can call 347-687-9995 or email me at changepain@gmail.com. I want to change your life. I want you to be confident, strong, and powerful. That's what I want.
Wow.
Go.
You gave the phone number?
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay, the phone number is 347-687-9995.
Beautiful. Chamula Jewelers, they're located at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980. You can call them, make an appointment, come over, 718-336-1980. 944 Kings Highway, where you could, they're family-owned business for 40 years, from engagement rings to eternity bands and diamond jewelry, or just bring your old jewelry to redesign and freshen up for a new look. Chamula Jewelers, they've got the sparkle for you. And again, you have ttstyles.com. Tehila Tishla, Tehila at teeteestyles.com. Or just take a look at her website. See what she does. She's great. And she's fully licensed. Great prices on the wigs and stuff like that, cutting and makeup. 718-675-6842. 718-675-6842. Plus, she's beautiful. Plus, she's great. She's wonderful. Call Tehila Tishla. And then, of course, we have Green Line Building Solutions. We help you with your plans, your permits, with your stop work orders, with your vacate orders. I do pre-inspections, inspections. We help with code compliance. We go to court for ECB violations and corrections. And you know why I haven't failed inspection in 4.5 years, Esther? Because I teach the people to do it right. When my inspectors come for the sign-off, and so, yeah, I always have a little objection here and there. It's not perfect. But I make sure that you followed your code. I make sure when the end of the day comes that you've done it correctly. I will scream at you and fight. It's not only me, it's my whole staff of 13 people.
Plus,
so Green Line
I think you create miracles.
I
really.
do create.
I think when people think there's no way I can get out of it, you're like, no, I'm getting out of this, and you help them.
Trust me. And you know what? I've helped a lot of people. You
I
can
believe
ask
it.
people in the showroom. You can help people in all over the places. I help individual people with issues, besides personal issues. But I'm telling you, we've done in our company. We've sat down. We've gotten people through the finish line. You're right. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes you get angry. Sometimes you wake up the last minute. Listen to me. We're only human, and sometimes we mess up too, and we mess up a lot. And all I do is say we apologize. So we help you with code compliance. We help owners show them how to get to compliance, and we do their violations. We do expediting for architects, and we have our own architects in-house. We do settlements with Department of Finance, and we do FDNY criminal tickets. We also specialize in evictions, and we can help you get your gas turned on. We're located in Borough Park, Brooklyn, 5318 16th Avenue, on the corner of 16th Avenue and 54th Street. Again, 5318 16th Avenue. 718-871-0382. We do have late hours, 718-871-0382. We do emails and all of this stuff.
Okay.
Now, Esther, before we go on, I want to just tell you one thing. I have a relative that needs a kidney transplant.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, serious. It's not a joke. Very serious. You told me a couple of months ago, and whatever, you told me even today, Heshy, I want to start a plan where people can sell
wait,
organs.
Hold on, let me say.
Okay, you better come up with it because I'm not happy.
Basically,
and he needs it, and I would like him to buy one, but I don't want him to buy one.
No. No, I don't want him to buy one. There are so many people who need a kidney, and they are spending tons of money on, what's that machine called?
Dialysis.
They spend so much money on dialysis.
Forget the hours they sit there.
Right, and when there can be so much help. This is a very important topic. I recently learned of this, and I'm so outraged. How are we not allowing people to sell their organs? It is messed up.
But then it's going to become a whole business. Then there's going to be
it's not. Let me explain to you how it's going to go.
Business.
So let me say this. I have never donated my organ because I am waiting for me to be able to sell it.
Why?
Because this is what it is.
What are you going to make? Say I buy your organ for you.
What
for 50.
I want?
What's the price?
I want $50,000 because dialysis costs so much more.
Now I buy your organ for you for $50,000.
Not you buy it for me. The insurance is going to buy it from me.
If something happens to your other organ.
Right, and that's the best thing.
Now you have to buy it back.
No, not buy it back. First off, again, the insurance buys and not me. So let me explain to you why it's so great. Usually, when something happens to your kidney, both kidneys get contaminated.
Right.
If you don't,
they don't take it out. They add a third one.
If you donated a kidney, then you go on top of the list to get a new kidney. Because yes. So what would be great is, I don't need both kidneys. And if something happens to one of mine, it's going to happen to both. So the best thing would be is for everybody to donate, because then if at any point something happens and you need a new kidney, you're eligible for one faster and you're getting paid for the one you have. So it's literally in everyone's best interest.
Is there going to be a price list?
So I don't know what the price is, but I think the insurance companies should come up with it.
That's crazy. They can't do that.
Why not?
Because
why
what
shouldn't
happens
the
if
insurance?
You sell me your kidney for $50,000?
Okay.
And then I'm already a buyer.
Mhm.
And this has happened in the black market, by the way.
So
I've seen it before.
there's no black market.
But let me just explain to you. You're ready to sell me your kidney for $50,000.
Yes.
Now this lady over there down the block who's even sicker than you, or not even so sick.
Okay.
And he says, you know what, Esty? Give you $250,000.
But you see, this is what you're not getting.
Wait. You're telling me you're not going to sell it to her first?
So first off, you cannot sell it to private people. What would happen is that the insurance companies would give a flat rate for anyone. You know how many people, if they knew they can get $50,000 for their kidney, would sell it? There would be so many kidneys willing to be sold.
Do you get to choose who to sell it to, or you have to go only on the list?
Okay. If let's say there's a flat rate of you get $50,000 for your kidney, then you give it to an insurance company. And when the insurance company finds someone to give it to, then you give it. And you know how many people?
But that's not fair. There are lists.
But there won't have to be a list, because they'll be extra. If you say right now, if you want to sell your kidney, I'm going to give you $50,000. Do you know how many people are going to say I'm in? People donate their eggs. People donate so many different things. There is no reason that people shouldn't start being able to. See, what is it? Right now, you know what happens when someone wants to donate a kidney? They have to take off work. They're not allowed to be compensated. And it's literally, they lose money for doing a good deed. Isn't that insane here? Do you know how many people in America have great kidneys that if you told them you're going to pay them for it, would give it?
Well,
Millions. There will not be a single person who's in need of a kidney.
I'm sure there are organizations that cover and help you with your costs.
They help you and cover with the cost, but that's it. But why should I want to go through the surgery and give a kidney if I'm not getting anything except I'm losing something? But if you told me I'm getting paid, not just me, but thousands, millions will have no problem giving over their kidneys, and then people's lives will be saved. People will have more money. The money will stop going to what's the machine again?
Dialysis.
The money will stop going to dialysis.
Well,
the insurance can be cheaper because the entire process is cheaper.
Even new kidneys fail. The dialysis can never be stopped. You'll always need dialysis.
Right. So that's why the dialysis companies won't get mad. But because they're not going to lose money, because if you take it away, so they're still going to have dialysis will still have a place so that company doesn't lose money, but regular people will be able to have more money than large corporations that are getting for dialysis, and the insurance companies will be cheaper because this entire process will be cheaper. You know how much cheaper $50,000 is than dialysis? So the insurance companies will.
So you're telling me
be
I'm
better?
Gonna let you cut me up? What happens? Okay, now it's 10 years later. I don't want 50,000. 50,000 is like you're telling me now you're giving me $100. So is there an increase with inflation? Is there a way to calculate?
Honestly, what's going to happen as soon as you tell people $50,000 for your kidney, there will be so many people giving kidneys that they're going to start charging less and less, and soon you'll only get 10,000. That's how many people are willing to sell their kidney for money.
So then nobody will sell it anymore.
Yeah, they will, because some people $10,000 is a lot. What I'm saying is everybody who needs a kidney will have one in a second, and there'll always be more, and people will be on the list to be allowed to sell their kidney for a certain amount of money, and people's lives will be saved, and people will have more money.
Any surgery you can die of.
Right? So it's a choice. That's why compensation makes more sense. I should donate it and I might die. It makes much more sense that I'm going to donate it and I might get money. So let's say even if something happens to me, at least my family gets the money.
This is the first time you make somewhat sense, but I don't agree with you.
You don't agree with what?
A donation of a body part should be for free.
Why?
Because
it's not you're paying me. It's not like, oh, but what about people who can't afford kidneys? It's the insurance company.
Let's just say with you. What happens if one of your family members die or you die?
Mm-hmm.
You're a donor of parts, but only when you die. Does your family get compensated for the parts they take out of you and give to other people? Why not?
So I don't know. You can choose to or not. You can say, I'm going to donate. Right.
People put in there, they can donate their eyes,
think
their
about
lungs,
this.
their liver, their heart after they die.
How many people?
So are there prices for that?
Okay. Most people do not have a donor card that if they die, their body parts go to someone useful. If you're told, hey, if you die and you donate your organs, your family will get money. Think about how many more people will donate and how many lives will be saved. We'd be saving so many lives, and it'll be cheaper for the insurance companies. There is no reason except a backwards way of thinking from thousands of years ago that people should not be allowed to pay to give in their organs. And I want to do like a hashtag. I want this to spread. If millions of Americans knew that they could be selling their organs and saving lives, then the problem is this is a federal thing. And I don't know how it takes so much to change a federal law. What we need is to have enough people become aware of this and say, hey, this needs to change. And then we can save lives and get richer. It's good for everyone. Literally, there's no downside except that there's a law in place. There's nothing negative. It'll stop the black market. It'll stop many things.
Can I go now? I want to switch the side a little bit.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Thank
Sell
you.
it, buy it, give. According to Jewish halacha, you cannot donate.
When you're dead, when you're alive, you definitely can. In fact, you have to. If you can save a life, you have to.
You're allowed to give away during your life.
If it doesn't harm you and it saves someone's life, you literally have to.
So, but during death, you cannot give away.
That's a personal thing. I believe that you are allowed to. That doesn't make sense to me. And you know what? If I'm going to go to hell for saving a life, let me go to hell. I'm fine with that.
Wow.
What do you mean? What? So I'm only saving lives because I think it's going to get me rewarded? No, I'm going to do it because I want to help someone else. And if that's not allowed, that's fine. If I suffer for another 100 years because I saved a life, I'm fine with that. At least I saved a life.
You mean you have a punishment time too? Like the insurance companies, God has like a punishment schedule.
Honestly, I don't believe
for
that.
For a set of eyes, you get 2 weeks, and for a heart, you get 100 years.
Honestly, I don't believe that. I don't believe that you get punished at all. There's no way that saving a life can have punishment. That makes no sense with the God that I know. Maybe you're talking about a different God, like a mean one who's just like, for no reason at all, don't save lives. Like what?
Very good, Esther. Okay.
Wow.
I'm in with you.
I want to create a hashtag. By the way, I was thinking I want to run for Senate, not because I want to win, just because I want this awareness out there. I want to be like, this is my platform. Let people know. I'm sorry, but I think if anybody knew about it, they'd be outraged. Like I could be saving lives.
Why don't you run for, even though it doesn't make a difference as a Republican district leader, you run, and this way you'll be on the ballot. You'll knock off.
I want to run for a very big election that gets put in the news, so I can say my point. I don't have to win. It's not about winning. I want this out there.
You still have time to run against Simcha Felder, state senator.
It's a state senator.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this:
you have no chance to win. But
if this is a federal law, then I don't know if running for a state senate. What federal position?
Congressman.
So can I run for congressman? What do you need besides
nothing?
Nothing? That's all just signatures?
Signatures to get on the ballot to start.
Then all I want to do is be on the ballot so that I can state, hey, people, this is a cause I'm pro. Don't vote for me. I don't care if I win. I just want everyone to know that there's a way to save lives and make money, and nobody is doing anything about it.
Why don't we look into it? Everybody, let's look into it for ST to run for Congress. Wow, I would love that.
It's not about that. It's about getting this. It's like, how are we still living? There are millions of lives that can be saved, and we're doing nothing. It's ridiculous.
I need to see you in Congress. I would love to see this. This would be wow. Wow, ST being sworn in and you screaming. This would be a great show. ST, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Before our show comes to an end. I was on my way home yesterday from Jersey. And I'm listening to the news report, and I heard something about Pope Francis, the Catholic Pope.
Okay.
And he gets on the radio, and he gets on TV, whatever, and he tells his people, and the Jews again also believe this: abortion is illegal. And
completely?
Not only is it illegal to the Catholic Church, he compares it to like Nazi genocide.
I see.
And it gets better. It gets better. He says, even if you test and you know the child is going to come out sick or deformed, you should still have the child because that's what God gave you, and you have to suffer.
So maybe I agree with having the child. It depends how far along you are. But comparing anything to Nazi Germany is messed up because you cannot compare their pain. Whenever they want to make, what a big problem something is, they compare it to Germany. Well, guess what? Okay, you're minimizing the pain of so many people.
No, the reason why the Germans did a lot of abortions was also not only for the sick children, but to weed out the sick children, to only have perfect little babies coming out. So he's saying that we all want to do abortions because we don't want our children to come out sick. We want them to be perfect. If something might happen down the line. So we're trying to be like the genocide thing, to weed out all the sick or
No, you said he's against abortion altogether.
He
compared it to Nazi Germany, which is, I'm just against anybody comparing what happened in Germany to anything now, because there is nothing that's happening now that was as bad as then. And if you compare it, then you are minimizing what happened to all those people, and it's terrible. I remember I heard once a rabbi speak, right, where they had a big picture of chickens, and they were saying and they were trying to, it was PETA. They were trying to say that, killing animals is bad, right?
Yeah.
And they were saying a million chickens, is that any different than a million Jews? And it was like, are you kidding me? You're comparing people's lives to chicken lives? Like, are you out of your mind? And any Holocaust survivor that sees it is like, oh my God, now they think I'm worth a chicken. Like it was a horrible sign that they were trying to play on your emotions, but it was a terrible thing they did. Like, comparing humans to chickens. No, chicken lives do not matter as much as human lives. # human lives matter. More than animal lives.
But do animal lives matter? Chickens? Do you know that I was?
It depends if you believe animals were created for humans.
I went to buy eggs in the grocery store, and on the egg box it says chickens were fed vegetarian food. These are vegetarian egg chickens. So because a lot of people when they eat eggs,
sometimes chickens eat other chickens. Isn't that cannibalism?
No, not chicken eat chickens, but they feed chickens other stuff.
No, they feed chicken like breadcrumbs. No,
I don't know.
They don't feed them animals.
Like that.
I think it's just an advertisement because everybody feeds
maybe
chickens.
Maybe they feed them bugs or worms or whatever like this. So these are vegetarian. They only fed vegetarian, and the egg because the vegetarians, the serious vegans, don't eat egg either because it comes like milk. Why don't they drink milk? Because it's animal stupidity. The real vegan. So the chicken egg is. So they're saying that this egg that comes from the chicken, which still I don't agree with you. It's still an egg from a chicken. Is only fed vegetarian. Wow.
I just think that's a little bit insane. I mean, I saw this thing from Portlandia where they're going to a restaurant and they're like, so the chickens you have here, how long were they allowed to play outside? And what kind of, like how many times a day were they fed? And they didn't like what the person was saying. So they went down to the farm to check out the chickens to make sure that they were treated well before they eat it. And it's like, I mean, in real life, they don't do it. It was making fun of something, but it's just.
Okay.
I mean, if people want to be vegan, I respect their choice. I
don't. Vegetarians, I mean,
hey, you have a choice what to put in your body, but to judge others, that's what my problem is. When you're like, oh, you're doing wrong. No, don't make yourself better because you're limiting yourself. That's your choice.
Now, Esty, remember in the beginning of the show, I had a quote for us.
Mm-hmm.
The quote is a very simple quote, and you liked it. And again, I had it for the whole place to thing, and it says very simple. I'm going to repeat the quote to you.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who hates one group will end up hating everyone and ultimately hating himself or herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having a problem with the government because I was reading a story, you're going to like this one, that ICE, which I hate these people. I mean, I hate them. I've interacted with them. I hate ICE. They're like the immigration. They trick people to come in and say, oh, you're going to be a naturalized citizen or you're married. And then they split the families up and they lock them up in detention jails. They actually put these immigrants in detention jail. They take the children away from them and put them into little cages. I was watching on the show. You're right, it was in the Obama time. But they're taking away children because these illegal immigrants are getting in. And
at least they can't blame this on Trump.
Well, you could blame it on Trump because he says that it's not his fault. But I want you to hear this. There was a bus line employee that tells passengers that there have to be Americans to ride a bus. A bus company employee in Maine told a group of passengers there had to be U.S. citizens to ride the bus. And there were officers from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection standing and asking if you were a citizen.
What about tourists?
So it doesn't make a difference. They're asking because then you have a passport and a visa.
You have to be there legally.
You have to be right. So if you have a passport, so these guys and some people decide I don't want to answer you, and they couldn't. But these border patrols are standing by buses and asking questions.
They're trying to catch immigrants.
Yeah. Just by asking or standing on a bus, or you can't ride a bus, or they're telling them, you can't ride a bus if you're an illegal immigrant. I mean, these are the tricks that we do. We have that now in local politics in the New York City Department of Buildings. These little stormtroopers walk around where they really have no power, but our city council, our assembly gives them power that these guys, some of them even have guns. They walk around, they knock on your door, they show you a badge, can I come in? The answer is no, don't let them in.
Yeah, people don't know they have rights.
And then not only that, now they have so much power that if you don't let them in, they can accuse you of doing something and put a violation on. So we were in court today for a client. And we said, Judge, this inspector did not do proper service and did not serve us. He says, the inspector's here. He said, it is. He said, he said, she said.
Right.
So we said to Inspector, did you post the second time around the violations when you came back? You have pictures of it? He says, yes, I always take pictures of the violations. I take pictures of my postings over there. He says, so we have a problem that you claim that we didn't stop working. That's why you came back and gave us a violation. Where's the posting that you told us to stop working? He says, well, I posted it. I said, okay, no problem. Say you claim that we ripped it off. You said you take pictures of it. Where's your picture? He says, I don't have a picture of it. I said, where's your posting of the violations? I didn't take it the first time.
So then how could he?
So we automatically get cases dismissed. You know what the judge said? Well, I believe him. I said, it's he said, she said, but it's not fair. You don't have the evidence. So the point is, the way it works is that the judges are bored of. The judges are work for these companies by the government, and the judges say they're
And that's
employees
the great
of the
thing about
government.
being district leader. You get to choose the
It
judges.
doesn't make a difference. The system, and I believe that these federal judges should not be voted in for life. I believe these judges that used to be that way when we had these things. Anyways, we're ready to end our show, everybody. Our song is ready to come on. I thank you. I want to get rid of these long time. I want to change that law that there should be no more lifetime judges ever. After 10 years, you're fired or retire or go on to something else.
Can't they get impeached or something?
I wish they would. We're going to start working on that when I become district leader. Thank you, everybody. You've been wonderful. I hope you enjoyed our show. Listen to us again Monday night, 9 o'clock. What? Monday night, 9 o'clock.
You don't know.
To your every word, someone who can advocate for your community, someone who believes in equal opportunity.
Uncle Heshy, Uncle Heshy,
Vote for Flappish Girl and Uncle Heshy. They're the best candidates for you and me.
New